It's been over 4 years, and the Broward Court of Law still hasn't decided yet about the alleged killers of the late rapper XXX Tentacion. Of course, no one would have ever thought Canadian-born rapper would be roped into the case, but it's Hollywood and a lot of things unfold every second of the day. Keep watching till the end of this video to see why Drake is really a witness in the XXX Tentacion murder trial. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Drake named as a witness. On 18th of June 2018, one of the most talented South Florida rappers, known as XXX Tentacion, died a gruesome death, and ever since the internet has built up different conspiracy theories which not only indicate that it was a targeted assassination, but also that Canadian-born rapper Drake was involved. As expected, some people felt it was unimaginable to think of something like that, as the rapper isn't involved in gang violence most of the time. But unfortunately, certain online media controversies pointed to the hip-hop star. Before the unfortunate incident, XXXTentacion had publicly feuded on social media with Drake. Drake got involved in the case due to the cryptic post that surfaced through XXXTentacion's account months before his death. The rapper wrote, "If anyone tries to kill me, it was at Champagne Poppy," which is Drake's social media handle. But XXXTentacion later came out to debunk the rumors and said that his Instagram was hacked and that he wasn't the person that wrote the message that was posted on his account. 4 men were charged with the ambush-style murder and robbery outside a motorcycle dealership in Deerfield Beach by Broward prosecutors. But up until the recent investigation, there has not been any particular evidence that points to the Canadian rapper or any other rappers that people might have named as suspects in the case. Williams, the first suspect, arrested after the murder of the late rapper, is currently being accused of carrying out the job of allowing himself to be the rest of the defendant's getaway driver. According to court records, Williams told investigators he was with the other defendants, but he genuinely had no knowledge in advance about the activity his peers were going to carry out that night. No evidence still stands against Drake and other celebrities mentioned to stand as witnesses, but it's the music industry, and a lot of go down, which isn't clear to the public. This method of listing people as witnesses could either be a defense tactic to raise doubt in the minds of potential future jurors, or it's just a way to switch the course of the case. Drake and XXXTentacion conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories will forever be a norm, as society loves to give different opinions they believe happened whenever there's a problem. But no one would have ever thought there would be one involving Drake in a murder mystery. There have been a few points that might have unfortunately put the rapper in the loop of him being involved in the death of XXXTentacion. Do you think Drake might have really had any involvement in taking XXXTentacion's life? In June 2018, XXXTentacion was reported to have left his location around 4 p.m. when he got ambushed by 2 armed suspects with red masks. They approached his car and shot the rapper after they stole his Louis Vuitton bag, which turned the case into a robbery and murder case. Theories sound absurd most of the time, and most end up not being accurate, but even with that, there's still an atom of truth in every conspiracy theory. And the conspiracy theory about Drake being involved in XXXTentacion's death developed because of the feud Drake and the late rapper had years ago. XXXTentacion's career started to gain better recognition in 2017 when the rapper dropped a single titled "Look at Me." The song opened the way for him and gave him a wide following on SoundCloud. Fans created a conspiracy theory about Drake because he gave the late rapper so many accolades and said he was impressed with him and promised to get a feature done with him. Drake went as far as saying he would contact XXXTentacion's manager within a few days. Maybe Drake got really busy or was just capping during the interview. Unfortunately, he never did call the late rapper's manager. XXXTentacion later had an interview with XXL Mag and was forced to talk about the beef going on between him and Drake. The rapper said, "I'm aware of what Drake does as an artist," which hinted that he knew Drake was a regular when it comes to duplicating other artists' music. But if Drake is gonna take the flow, and I don't know if he legitimately did, but if that is the situation, at least reach out. And then if you want to run off with the flow, then run off with the flow. But I'm going through a lot right now, so it would have been nice if before that happened to me, for Drake to have reached out to me personally, he added in the interview. Tentacion tried to control the narrative of the situation, but everyone understood what he really meant, and it turned into a big feud in the industry back then. Drake wasn't lucky with this incident because the late rapper was shot almost a couple of weeks later. This event gave people a better analysis of how everything might have happened. Other rappers listed as witnesses. Prosecutors in a motion took exception with the listed witnesses who are international celebrities, saying the defense provided no addresses or contact information, giving the state little time to depose them before trial. Prosecutor Pascal Achille, who asked that Williams' attorney produce all the witnesses at his own expense, wrote, "It is apparent from the deliberate, late disclosure of the defendant's witnesses and comments made between the parties that the defendant intended to surprise the state and create a trial by ambush." A witness list filed by Miami defense attorney Mauricio Padilla was also in court as a document. The attorney denied the allegation, telling the judge that he could only file the list after long-delayed depositions had been taken. Broward Circuit Judge Michael Usan ordered Padilla to provide him a list within a few days of which of the witnesses he planned to subpoena and the addresses where they can be served subpoenas. The judge also included that Padilla should explain why the witnesses were important to the case in writing. Padilla responded by telling the judge that they're high-profile people, and it's not easy for me to subpoena. I don't have numbers, but it doesn't mean I won't be able to. He added, trying to subpoena Drake is not easy. You need a drone. In a Broward Circuit Court document, the defense included the names of Drake, whose real name is Aubrey Drake Graham, along with rappers 600 Breezy, Antonio Valentino King, 6ix9ine, Daniel Hernandez, formerly called Tekashi 6ix9ine, Top 5, Hassan Ali, who is jailed in Toronto on an unrelated murder charge, Joe Budden, Joseph Anthony Budden II, Migos members Quavo, Quavius Kayate Marshall, and Offset, Kiari Kendrell Cephas. Another listed individual was Migos member Takeoff, Kershnik Kari Ball, who unfortunately died the same way XXX Tentacion did. In an unrelated case, the late rapper was shot and killed in November 2022 in Houston, Texas. Documents filed by the prosecution on December 14th note that Takeoff was deceased and his name should be removed from the list. Do you think Drake could have really taken XXX Tentacion out? Or do you think this particular conspiracy theory is not true in any way whatsoever? Join the conversation and let us know in the comments section below. That's the end of today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more content. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and leave a comment down below. Thanks.